Last day on grass. Here we go. 2 tons of the acre, and we're going 21k. Right, this week should be the end of the grass harvest. So yeah, it's Wednesday today. Hopefully we'll get it all done by Friday. We've got quite a bit to go at, but yeah, we'll see how we go on. So we're in my little 950 today, which is lovely. Got the home goods in, got the carpet. So yeah, it's always nice to be back in your own machine. We've got 40 acres to do at one farm near Malmesbury, then back down to a big dairy farm where there'll be I don't know, 150, 200 acres maybe. Right, so we're here on farm. There's actually a fair bit of grass here, so let's adjust everything. So we've got that set to 11 meters, put that to 11.5. That's basically the width of the rake. So we set the shear bars to 2. Now we're just doing 10 swipes, quick sharpen, and then we'll get chopping. Well, that's about 3 acres done here, and that's pretty much a full trailer. So we'll see what the other stuff's like, but it's not a bad crop, and it's nice and wet, and it's good quality, so should be nice stuff. So we're right up the rake's chuff. Yeah, we're sort of just waiting around a little bit, but it's not too bad. We've got a fair bit to do, but there's no real pressure. So we're right up the rake's arse now. That is lovely. Nice bit of grass here. Just shows how good these headers are. Like, this is some serious ridge and furrow. Right, so it's about 12 o'clock. We've had to make a late start because we had a bit of drizzle this morning, and the grass was pretty wet yesterday. So so we just had to wait a little bit. But now we're gonna go and have a little go. We've got the tedder on the go. We've got the rake on the go. So all should be well. We've got about 200 acres to pick up today, so yeah, it's going to be a fairly late one. So I'm just going to give it a really good sharpen. What I'm going to do is set it to, I don't know, 20 swipes, just because they are quite dull. I always turn the header on, because got to reverse it first before you turn it on, but I always put the header on because if there's any metal filings off of the knives when you're sharpening, it will just get rid of them as you go. So when you start it back up, there won't be any filings in there, and the metal detector won't go off. But we'll just set our sharpening on idle. Got Jake flicking a bit of grass out, trying to dry it out a little bit before we get chopping. About to go into a field called gutter ground, and it is pretty bad. Lots of ravines and ruts everywhere. It's pretty horrible. Right, so we've had a bit of a day. It's gone really well up until we got in some permanent pasture, and it was really wet, snotty grass, and it just blocked the forager. So it's not coming out the spout very nice, like in drips and drabs. So hopefully tomorrow we're going to adjust the accelerator, which you have to do manually on this forager. I'm actually not sure how to do it, but I'll learn that tomorrow, look in the book, and then make some adjustments. But yeah, I think it just needs a little bit more blow coming out the spout, but I have got the maize spout extension on, so that's not going to help the situation. I'd love to show everything on video, but you just got to get in and get it done. Don't want to waste any time doing anything really, so yeah, it'd be nice to record, but it's a tricky one. Last day on grass, here we go. So we've got 3 permanent pasture fields and then lay fields. Right, so we're out of the permanent grass and onto the lays, and there's not much here, saying about 2 tons of the acre, and we're going 21k. So yeah, full Nigel. A nice big smooth fields at Kemble, so yeah, it's pretty nice. Anyway, Reese isn't spilling any, which is good. I just want to get your concentration face, Reese. Yeah, it's very concentrated. Nice to get a bit of recording of the forager.
Well, somehow driving it.
Yeah. I'm a proud father. He's got his training wheels on, but he's happy as Larry. pretty much finished this farm. This is the last field now, and then we'll have to sheet up back at the farm. So that's that then. That's all the grass done for this year. It's been a good season on the old 950. Yeah, so we go back and sheet up now, and then we'll head back to the yard and yeah, put this in the shed, and then yeah, weekend off. So yeah, we put 200 tonne of additive in, and we've done 250 tonne, about 100 acres. So could have probably put a bit more in, but it's not the end of the world. It's just made it stretch. We've literally just ran out now. We've got actually 1%, so that's worked out pretty well. I haven't really showed you my carpet. Went to Carpet Right. Got this from a nice bloke called Mark. He supplied me with some really nice underlay as well. Just makes it look like home, really. Very nice. We'll get her all folded up, and then yeah, back to the yard. So just do the header and the spout. Yeah, so 1% additive, 250 tonne. So now it's time to go back to the clamp and just say that I'm going back to the yard, and I'm going to leave them to sheet up, just because it's funny. I'm obviously not going to do that, I'm a team player and all that, but it's funny to see him cry about it. That's where the magic happens. Cows all getting milked, and that's why we chop the grass, so we can get the milk. And that's why we chop the maize, to feed the cows and to feed the digester as well. But that's us back in the yard now. Yeah, grass is all finished. Put this in the shed and call it a night.